Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's September 12th, 2025. I'm feeling a bit better, closer to my normal self this morning. And I thought I'd take a minute before I get started showing you what I've done and what I'm going to be doing today. I thought I'd take a minute to address, my recent two videos. So the first video, a day before yesterday, I posted a song about feeling numb and concerned about where our country is and what I've experienced, what I've felt over the many years of my life. And then yesterday I posted a video, again, sharing about feeling numb and very concerned about what's going on in our country, the divisiveness, the name calling, the labeling, the lack of humanity and all. And of course, every time I talk about any of these things, like I'm a big supporter of Elon Musk. And when I named Elon, my excavator Elon, years ago, I lost a whole bunch of subscribers. When I talked about Doge, or I named the new Kubota RTV behind Mini Me there, I named it Doge. And I lost quite a few subscribers, and I lost a lot of subscribers today, after today's video went up. So today's September 12th. And I understand that, and I can appreciate that. And I want to believe commented, and drew from my video with my song in it, as basically the song and what I had to say yesterday, that I was equating Charlie Kirk with Martin Luther King, and I admire them both for different reasons, and I understand that many people, I don't know where Charlie comes off as a racist. I understand where he comes, because everything I've seen him say was the opposite of demonstrating any form of racism. He wanted to point out various cultural aspects in communities and where problems actually lie, and that was his opinion. And I think it bears out statistically. However, I understand where many people would think of him as being a misogynist. His wife needing to submit to him because he's an evangelist for Christianity. And he's very strong with that. And I could see where he would say negative things about Martin Luther King. I don't know what he said specifically, but what I understand is that Charlie had brought up that Martin Luther King was a serial adulterer. And that may be true. I don't know. I don't know what's in anyone's minds or what they've actually done. But I can see, as an evangelical Christian, from Charlie's perspective, that would be less of a good Christian and less of a role model to follow. Do I believe that Charlie's right with that? No. Do I think that, I worked with, and I have the most respect in the world for some of the most powerful women in medicine. People I've worked with, people who have changed veterinary medicine consistently and significantly over the years, and I've worked with coworkers who were do I want to call them feminists? I don't know how to put a label on them, but they were powerful, self-motivated, dedicated, caring, nurturing, always there to give 100% for the patient and all. And I have the greatest respect for them, and I think of them as being my equal or my better. you know, I think of my wife as being my better. I'm a very fortunate man. So if Charlie believed, and I don't know what Charlie believed, if Charlie believed that all women are less than men, then I disagree with that. But I can disagree with things that Charlie says and admire his outspokenness for the Constitution, for the United States, being a proud American, and being a good father, being a good role model. All of those things I think are extremely important. And so I can accept those shortcomings in people, even though I respect them for many other things. But the long and short of my song and my comments yesterday really revolve around, you know, understanding what we're doing to ourselves as an American family. We're breaking up, we're tearing ourselves apart, and you know, it's multifactorial. There's many factors that are involved. It's not just one main issue that's causing all of these things. And you know, it's so when, you know, I do want to, you know, I did respond to I Want to Believe, who had been watching the, you know, our videos for quite some time and had commented, and I appreciate I Want to Believe, and I don't know male or female, I don't know, their comments over the years, and I appreciate their viewership, and I understand why someone would feel so strongly that they would unsubscribe and all. I mean, I unsubscribe to different channels that don't have the content that I'm looking for, and I can understand the frustration. And you know, it's, you know, I can even intellectually understand those people on social media who are gleeful, celebrating that Charlie Kirk was murdered, that lack the empathy for it. I can intellectually understand that there's a possibility that they're coming from a sense of frustration and feeling helpless, hopeless, that the political system isn't there to support them and their causes, their beliefs and all. I can appreciate how someone can feel that way. I can't condone, and I would hope that if I could talk with that person, that I could get them to understand the humanity and the empathy of such thinking processes. So, you know, it's, although I can intellectually appreciate so many different perspectives, it's hurtful. I'll just put it that way. It's hurtful that we do this to each other, that we're attacking the people instead of debating the issues. And you know, it's like my perspectives have I would say gradually evolved over the years as a result of getting new information about a subject matter that I only had, you know, a very focal view of what was going on. And when I was able to gather more information, my perspective, my approaches, my beliefs changed as a result of becoming better informed, better educated about whatever the subject matter may be. You know, and I realize at my age that things aren't just simple, they're complex. And there's people who realize how fragile we are as a society, and there's people that want to manipulate and can easily try to stir up one's feelings of hopelessness, helplessness, and fear of what the opposing party is doing. I understand that. And as far as people unsubscribing and not watching the videos or leaving comments, thoughtful comments, I appreciate that. That's cool. My financial or emotional stability isn't dependent on this YouTube channel that I have. I'm just here to share what I think, what I believe, and as I say, I just want to inspire and inform and learn along the way. Those are my thoughts. Okay, now on to today's video. So yesterday, or the day before, I think it was the day before. Yeah, yesterday I just did mowing because I was dull mentally. I came out and I removed the 2x6 forms that I had built. And so the part of this video will be probably some time lapse of me removing the forms. As you can see, these are some of the marks where the appropriate level is supposed to be. So I'm a 1/16 of an inch too deep here. I'm probably an 1/8 of an inch too tall, too high. And I get all the way down to probably 3/8 to 1/2 an inch too high. So using the mud mixer by myself and rushing along the way here, trying to keep up with it starting to set up and all, I would say I could have done better. I still have a lot more work to do. I'm not going to do it today. I'll mark the spots, but all of these holes around here in the blocks, I really want to fill the majority of them. And I'll use the mud mixer to do that as well. But yeah, the other day I got the forms off. Today I got the new pressure washer out, so I'm going to do some pressure washing, trying to clean up some of these boards. Should it have been done yesterday? Yes. But we get to things when we can get to them. And I'm not sure what else I'll do today. I'll probably finish the mowing. It's like a 3-day project mowing around here. And it has been one drought, so some places don't even look like they need mowing at all. But since we've had a couple of small amounts of rain, there's new growth in places, and so I got to do the first food forest area and all. And I think that's it. So I'm going to get started today. I do appreciate everyone. I just want you to know that. Taking time, YouTube is like such a wonderful resource for so many people to go for information, for for some entertainment and enjoyment. And I know I'm not that entertaining as well, but I do appreciate. Here we go.
Time to delay, boots on the ground, it's a brand new day. Coffee in hand, list in my head. I don't talk much, I work instead. Dreams don't move on a wish or prayer. You gotta show up and put in the care. A little less talk, a little more grit. If it needs doing, I'm all over it. Get it done, don't wait around. Stand up tall, feet on the ground. Pick up the phone, make the call. One brick at a time, builds it all. No excuses, just a drive. That's how real dreams come alive. Just do it, don't talk yourself out of the run. The world changes when you get it done. but they don't pave a road. Steal and sweat, carry the load. When the roof caves in or the wind blows hard, I grab my tools and I play that card. Ain't no glory in standing still. Roll up your sleeves, bend life to your will. Forget the noise and what folks say. Action's louder anyway. Get it done, don't wait around. Stand up tall, feet on the ground. Pick up the phone, make the call. One brick at a time builds it all. No excuses, just the drive. That's how real dreams come alive. Just do it, don't talk yourself out of the run. The world changes when you get it done. Talk's easy, but fire's in the deed. Plant the seed, pull the weed. Legacy ain't just stories and songs, it's what you built all along. Get it done through rain and sun. Be the spark, be the one. Pick up the phone, take the lead. It all starts with one good deed. You don't need perfect, just begin. That's the way that you win. Just do it, stand proud when the day is done, 'cause the world gets better when you get it done. In a world that rushes quick and fast, where hurried footsteps often pass, we see the gestures, big and small, a helping hand, a tender call. But sometimes kindness feels like show, a practiced smile, a gentle glow that fades when no one's there to see, a fleeting, fragile guarantee. But kindness isn't just an act, a role we play. It's not a costume for a single day. It's a whisper from the depths, a quiet stream, a constant flow within a living dream. It's a reflection of the soul, a truth profound, the purest echo of the good we found. Not something learned or forced or put to test. It's the spirit living, truly blessed. When shadows fall, burdens weigh and hope seems lost or led astray, the gentle touch, the understanding gaze can light the darkest winding maze. No thought to gain, no score to keep, just empathy so soft and deep. It rises from a wellspring clear, dispelling doubt and calming fear. But kindness isn't just an act, a role we play. It's not a costume for a single day. It's a whisper from the depths, a quiet stream, a constant flow within a living dream. It's a reflection of the soul, a truth profound, the purest echo of the good we found. Not something learned or forced or put to test. It's the spirit living, truly blessed. Someone's name and offer comfort, soft and low, a pure connection, strong and slow. 'Cause kindness isn't just an act, a role we play. It's not a costume for a single day. It's a whisper from the depths, a quiet stream, a constant flow within a living dream. It's a reflection of the soul, a truth profound, the purest echo of the good we found. Not something learned or forced or put to test. It's the spirit living, truly blessed. So let it shine, this light within, let kindness truly start to spin. For in its grace we clearly see the beautiful humanity of you and me. It's not an act, it's who we are, a guiding glow and constant wake up before the sunrise, stretch out these aching bones. Another list of things to fix, but I can't do it alone. I used to run from dawn to dusk, no rest and no retreat. Now every step reminds me I'm no longer 23. It's so frustrating, working hard just to fall behind everywhere I turn. More work on my mind, I've carried more than most would dare, but now it's just too much to bear. I used to push through without sleep, but time caught up and now it cuts deep. Tools in my hand, fire in my heart, but this old engine doesn't always want to start. There was a time I could outwork the sun, now I'm lucky if I get half done. It's so frustrating, working hard just to fall behind everywhere I look. More chaos to unwind, I've always taken on too much, built with grit and faith and such, but now these hands just ain't as fast, and I miss the strength I had in the past. I'm not giving up, I'm just slowing down, trying to wear a different kind of crown, one that knows that worth ain't speed, is hard and sweat and what others need. It's still frustrating, but I try to change my view, do what I can, and be proud of what I do. Every nail, every stone still feels like home. It's not like when I was young and free, but there's still a fire burning in me. So I'll pace myself, take one day at a time, 'cause purpose ain't lost just 'cause I can't climb like I used to, but I still do all I can, and that's still true. In a world that's lost its way, shadows fall, voices whisper, hearts grow small, but a real man knows his call. He steps up tall, he won't let others fall. Real men stand when the world turns away, get involved through the night and the day. With honor they fight for what's true and what's right, protecting the weak, come what may. For those who need help, they'll always defend their peace, their safety till the end. When others walk off, leave the truth in the fray. Real men stand, they don't turn away. He's a shield when the storm's closing in, a quiet strength where hope begins. With a heart that's fierce, yet kind within, he holds a line for his kith and kin. Real men stand when the world turns away, get involved through the night and the day. With honor they fight for what's true and what's right, protecting the weak, come what may. For those who need help, they'll always defend their So here's to the men who will never sway, who hold the line when the skies turn gray. For those who need them, they'll always stay. Real men stand, they don't turn away. They don't turn away.
Today I woke, my heart feels dull, a heavy kind of numb. The world keeps spinning cruel and cold, and I just feel undone. Back in the 60s I was young, a kid with wide-eyed dreams, when bullets stole our hero's breath, tore hope right at the seams. JFK was taken first, his light snuffed out too soon. Then Bobby's voice, so bold and bright, was silenced by the moon. Martin dreamed of better days, his words still echo strong, but guns rang out and I was stunned. How could it all go wrong? I'm numb. Oh Lord, my heart's gone still, can't feel the fire inside. The hate, the hurt, the endless noise, it's drowning out my mind. From 60 streets to now today, the bloodshed hasn't ceased. I'm begging for some peace, oh Lord, let this division cease. Now history turns, the pages burn, the news cuts like a knife. They tried to kill a president, not once but twice his life. And yesterday young Charlie fell, a voice for open thought. He stood on stages, faced the crowds, and truth was what he sought. No college halls for him to roam, yet campuses he'd tread, to spark the minds of youth with fire, to speak what must be said. He held the Bible, shared his truth, and called for open ears, but bullets answered back with hate, and now we're left with tears. I'm numb, oh Lord, my heart's gone still, can't feel the fire inside. The hate, the hurt, the endless noise, it's drowning out my mind. From 60 streets to now today, the bloodshed hasn't ceased. I'm begging for some peace, oh Lord, let this division cease. The name calling, the labels stick, they fuel the fragile souls. The weak ones hear the divisive cries and lose their self-control. We need to think, to weigh the words, to question what we're told, to find the truth, to do what's right before our hearts grow cold. I'm tired of hate, of pointed fingers, tearing us apart. The venom spills, it clouds the mind, it poisons every heart. Let's talk, let's listen, challenge deep, and seek what's good and true. Young minds, rise up, think for yourselves, don't let the hate break through. Charlie's gone like those before, a martyr to the fight, for free speech and for open hearts, for truth to shine its light. I'm numb today, but still I pray we'll find a better way to heal, to think, to love again, and let compassion stay. I'm numb, oh Lord, my heart's gone still, can't feel the fire inside. The hate, the hurt, the endless noise, it's drowning out my mind. From 60 streets to now today, the bloodshed hasn't ceased. I'm begging for some peace, oh Lord, let this division cease. here I stand, my heart feels dull, but hope's not fully gone. Let's stop the hate, embrace the truth, and carry love along. For JFK, for Bobby Martin, and for Charlie's call. Let's think, let's love, let's rise above, together, one and all.
Well, today went pretty well. I was able to get all of the concrete form boards that were piled up out here that I took apart. I went ahead and pressure washed those, got them cleaned off fairly well. Then I took apart some of the end units that I hadn't taken the nails out of. Got those pressure washed and then pulled the nails out of those. Got them over there on pallets now at this point. Did a little bit of cleaning up around the margins some. There's still more that's got to be done. So it may not rain tomorrow, and we'll see if I'm up to it. So I made a little jig over here for helping with the mud mixer to fill in the holes in the concrete. So I made this where there's not as much of a drop with a mud mixer. It just fits just about this. I don't know that this will work, but this may help to go ahead and direct the concrete into the hole. It's not going to be perfect, but it might be better than nothing. Let's put it that way anyways. And I went ahead and marked out where the anchor bolts will be as well. So if things go well tomorrow, I'll try and potentially come out here with a mud mixer and try to get the new anchors in around the perimeter. I'll have to weed whack the comfrey. That's the Bach 14 comfrey there, which I really love. So we'll do that. Come on, camera. Don't do this. So I marked out these ones here. Marked all the way down this wall and that wall. So we'll see how everything works out. That's my plan anyways. A lot more work to be done out here to prep for the building, but we are coming along. I just want to get plenty of the anchors in and get them cured enough that when the walls start going up, everything will be set and all. So anyways, that's it for today's video, folks. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate everyone's comments, their thoughts, their feelings. I think that's all good. It's good to express ourselves and do it in a non-aggressive manner. Anyways, those are my thoughts anyways. So I hope you folks stay safe and take care and have a beautiful evening. Take care now. Bye-bye.